Yeah, so when's the next Out of the Game? What's the deal? Need something to listen to. Or, I mean, the next... Wait. No,
Yeah,
like
next,
what?
A life
Why
well
not?
wasted.
What's your show called? I don't know, man. It's early. It's Saturday.
So
I'm really pea shy about telling people when it's going to come out because I end up like saying it's going to come out at a certain time and then it doesn't. But it should be in the next week and a half.
as well as your album, right? Speaking of projects that you've spent years and years and years on.
yeah. Me and my cohort, who are we are a band called I Come to Shanghai. Recently finished our album. That was a very long project that I worked on. Almost every weekday for 3 years, if not longer.
I was amazed by it.
Go.
I've listened to it all once so far, and I was amazed at the quality. But it took a little bit since I know you, and like I'm used to the whatever the Robert Ashley that I hang out with, and to hear you singing at me like you're trying to seduce me, talking about how God did you wrong. It was like awkward, man. I felt like, but I was like, it still sounds good though. It reminded me a lot. I have limited, since I switched over almost exclusively to hip hop, like I don't know however many years ago, but it reminded me of like Yola Tango, who I like a lot, and a little bit of Luna. That's not to say it's derivative at all. I mean, that's just like my point of reference. How everything has to have a point of reference to someone, and
yeah,
it's so well put together. It's fucking pretty amazing.
So Sean,
yeah, I'm really happy with it.
So like Sean or Luke or I haven't heard it, but Sean, since you're the most familiar with it, like would you ever turn the lights down low, maybe put in the red light bulb, and then throw on I Come to Shanghai to like sort of set the mood?
I could never do that, but it was funny. What I did think was that Melissa, my girlfriend, I'm like, I know I'm going to give her this, and I know she's going to really like it. But I bet like it doesn't matter that she knows who created it. That she would probably think, oh, this is great, and totally like dig on it and be willing to go, see them perform.
If you want, I could maybe I could give it a go and let you guys know how it plays out.
Yeah,
with your mini
you got to try that. Did you try to like get your Mac on?
I
come to Shanghai.
No, for sure. I'll give it a go.
That would be like for me. That would be like Robert watching me like beat off or have sex or something. Nah, B.
Sorry, man, you can't be here.
Trying to seduce. After all the years, though, I like how Robert, your voice, you're getting. I'm getting confused. Anyway, you told me that I sound like Spicoli. Remember when you first met? You're like, man, you're totally Spicoli. And I was like, great. Thank you for the fucking compliment, asshole. But then everyone started saying, once you put your podcast out and new people are being introduced to your voice, they're like, did this guy smoke a pound of weed before he taped?
Dude, you do sound like Spicoli.
You're Spicoli.
Oh, dude.
No.
Yes. Everything just clicked into place like a final Lego in a fortress.
Spicoli. Well, Robert. Well, who's Robert then? What other quintessential stoner is he?
I'm my own brand. Yeah, I don't know what it is about your voice. I mean, you don't sound entirely like Spicoli to me, but early on the sound. I think it's just the sound of Southern California.
Which is where I spent a lot of my years.
Yeah, it's not like you are a Spicoli type or anything. It's just that there's this certain voice. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just funny. It's also funny knowing that you have that voice because you are not a Spicoli. So it's just a weird contrast. But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know why people always think that I'm stoned. But I'm not.
No,
I promise.
It's the same thing I get too. It's like not so much on radio, but like every place I've ever worked. And I'm sure I've talked about this before back when we did GFW radio. But there's always someone that comes up to me and goes, "You're high, aren't you?" And I was like, "Fucking rip, dude! The morning glory on. That's how about weed on dust."
Well, shit. Well, are we?
So yeah, we're just like sputtering our way out, but hopefully I do recommend that people listen to. Are you going to put like you're going to basically make your album so that people can download it for free and donate whatever they want, a la Radiohead?
Yeah, we're gonna have like a relaunch of our website, and there will be like you can pay whatever you want and download it. If you pay a certain amount, we'll send you a CD, and there will be a music video, and there will be various attractions on the site. But it'll probably what we're waiting on is for the final album cover art, and then the CDs will take a couple of weeks to turn around. So my best guess is in about 3 weeks. So
you thinking if it proves popular enough, you're going to tour?
Well, we are spending our afternoons these days working on a live show. It's really hard though because it's just me and one other guy.
Yeah.
And the album is like as if we had like a 14-man band or something.
Yeah, I wondered about that. It seems like there are tons and tons of tracks on there. Like really.
Yeah, so we're doing it like well, we haven't figured out exactly how we're doing it, but we're starting out doing it almost as if we're like an electronic music
you should
thing.
You should sit at a table with like a DAT and pretend that you're like digging for records in a record crate.
we're using like samples from the album and stuff, and synthesizers, and trying to figure it out. It kind of sucks for me because I really like to play drums live, and I think that drums are my favorite thing to see someone play live. But
not trying to be
it's been really hard to work that into our thing. So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
cool.
On that note, we're signing off. This has been the 3rd episode of Out of the Game. Luke, I want to inform you that this is indeed the podcast that you've been involved with.
That's good. Thanks. It's good to know that.
And let us know how it goes. If you get any play with Come to Shanghai Play.
Well, I don't have it yet. I mean, I need it once I get the record.
Get you a link.
I'll send you a link.
The summer season will be upon us, and then I'll put it up there. I'll put it up there against Red House Painters and see which one works better.
Okay.
That'll be what'll be awesome though is this is like if like she actually asks you to change it or to turn it, or you realize that you have to if you want to get in play.
Or I'm like, this just isn't working. Or what if it's just like it is like I feel like Robert's in the room with me. And like I'm being watched, and I get like performance anxiety. It's like when you're at the urinal and other dudes walk up and like surround you on both sides, and you're like, "Whoa!" It'll be like that, but with chicks.
I feel like it would be not the greatest music for love making because it's like changes a lot. I feel like you want something that
you want a consistent beat.
Yeah, well, not a consistent beat, but you want a consistent atmosphere.
You want a rhythm that changes up with the position, son.
How long is your record? Well, I need to put it on repeat.
So it's 44 minutes.
Nope, that's long enough.
All right. Well, I'll send you a link.
Okay, we hope that you come to Shanghai too.
Oh my God.
That's it. We're done. We're out. We're over.